in that last game. Tip-off's about to start. Riptide control the ball off the kickoff, off the tip-off. Arrington gives it to Early. Early back to Arrington. Arrington working on the left side of the court. He finds Bartley. Bartley's going to take it to the hole, right to the glass and in. First basket of the game to the St. John Riptide. Number 15, Frank Bartley. Highlanders on offense now. Redpath. Massey with the ball. Jones trying to form some screen and rolls here. Give him a little room for Redpath, but he gets his pocket picked, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to call Highlander ball with 8 seconds on the shot clock. What a quick pace here.
It's good to see on this, great day for a game.
Beauty. Inbound to Massey. Massey takes it. A couple moves. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls back. Nothing but mesh.
Nice shot started off.
Yeah, big time. Nice fadeaway over the defender. Hand in the face. Nothing but mesh. Beautiful shot. These St. John Riptide, they've only had a couple wins this year. They beat the defending champions, the London Lightning, this season. And they beat the new team, the Sudbury Five, but haven't had much success. Nice finger roll over the top there from Randy Phillips.
You can tell he's going to be a big post presence for the whole game.
Big time, big time. Redpath running off center. Nice pick by the Big Ticket. Back to him. He's going to go up off the glass. Not very often he misses. Kenny Jones.
That's a nice look, though. That's what we want.
That's what you need right there. Take it to the hole. Oh, big pass inside. Hail Mary, no good from Arrington to Phillips, but Phillips couldn't pull the trigger and hold that ball. Out of bounds. Turnover, Cape Breton. 10:44 remaining in the first quarter. 4-2 Riptide. Daniel, the season started. Aaron Redpath was on the injury reserve list for the first 3 games of the season. When he came back, his 3-point shooting ability and his hustle on defense has really made the difference. Nice play by George Williams.
Well, it really shows how much he can spread the floor just by having that very good 3-ball. Just spread the floor and maybe even make it easier for the big man to get some post hooks in there too.
That's a fact. We got a tie ball game here. Taking it into the paint, off the glass. Nice play, Jeremiah Morty. Morty's a 6'3" guard from Valley Stream, New York. Makes a nice play there inside. Highlanders back on offense. Massey with the ball. Jones with the screen. Oh, off the front of the rim, Massey. A little bit short there. Forward grab by Phillips. Morty goes the other way with it behind his back. Shields with the left hand, puts it off the glass, but no good.
Good help defense there.
Yeah, good defense there. Massey to George Williams with a good look for 3. Wow.
Flash.
What a bucket. Nice to see George get hot early. Phillips now. Gives it to Early. Early to Jeremiah Morty. Morty runs into 2 guys. Cuts inside. Gets the ball to Phillips. He's going to put it up off the glass. He's fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
That's a nice try with the trap, but you got to have help on defense if you commit to that.
No question. Oh, Lewis McCullough called on that foul. And Phillips will shoot 2. Shoot. Short off the first one. I'll tell you, in the game of basketball, uncontested free throws are so underrated in how they can swing a game.
Exactly. Having a big man that can knock down a free throw late in the fourth quarter, even especially, is such a great help in today's basketball.
I'm telling you, there's not many uncontested shots. So if you can stand at a line with 6 guys around you and nobody can touch you, you got to make those baskets.
Exactly. That's why they call it a free throw.
That's correct. There's Lewis pulling up for 3. Wow, nice range. Lewis McCullough with the big 3. Cape Breton jumps into a 3-point lead here. Early to Bartley. Bartley for 3. Looks good. No, off the rim. Redpath grabs the D-board. Back the other way come the Highlanders. Little spin move there. Loses the ball. Here we go now. Let's see what Arrington can do. And he does a big jam. Brent Arrington.
The pace of this game so far has just been electric.
Yeah, it is. It's quick already. Yeah. Nice jam by Brent Arrington there. He was pretty free. Little show for the fans. Kenny Jones threw his legs to George Williams. Back to Jones. Puts it on the floor, turns inside, off the glass and in.
Good post move.
That's his bread and butter, Kenny Jones. Big ticket with 2. Arrington's back the other way, gives it to Phillips. Look at Kenny Jones. They're going to get a call there. Kenny Jones got his hand inside on Phillips there, and he'll take his first foul of the game. Riptide will inbound from the scorer's table side of the court. Jeremiah Morty to inbound. Looking to break somebody out. There's Arrington. Ooh, running inside, Bartley. Up over George Williams. We could hear that hit to the face from here.
Tough finish.
Tough finish is right. Gutsy. Williams took a real arm to the face there. He's all right, though. Big switch with big ol' Lewis McCullough up top now. Looking to get somebody open inside. Kenny Jones with the ball. Jones to Redpath. He's feeling it. Oh, off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Bartley. And back the other way come the St. John Riptide. Not much room in there. Bartley inside to the big man Phillips. He's working on Kenny Jones. Ball gets stripped, but they're going to call a foul there. That'll be Jones
early
too.
Fouls.
That's 2 early fouls in the first quarter here for Jones. Into the game for the Cape Breton Highlanders from Windsor, California, number 32, Tanner Giddings. He's a 6'10 center. He's going to give Kenny Jones a rest here because Jones grabs a couple early fouls. Referees for today's game, I should say. Number 47, Brian States. Number 43, Paul Hansen. And number 87, Greg Callahan. And the gray shirts have a job to do here today. They've kept the game in pretty good control. There's only been 3 fouls, and they've all gone to Cape Breton. Across center comes George Wallace. In a 1-point game, it's 13-12 Riptide. Gives it to Redpath. Redpath looking for some room, can't find any. Oh, McCullough cuts inside, but he cuts back out. There he is. McCullough over his defender. Big high arcing ball. No good. Giddings up there with his hands. Doing what he did the last game, which is getting tips, defensive tip-outs to keep the play alive. Wallace from out everywhere. Nice try there. Ball ends up in the hands of Bartley. He goes the other way with it. Inside to Phillips. Phillips working on George Williams. Up, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. He's got a lot of looks from the free-throw line already in this first quarter.
Oh, yeah. He has just been demanding the ball down low and putting it up at every opportunity.
Couple substitutions here. Number 9, Jamal Reynolds into the game. Jamal is a guard forward from Toronto, Ontario, 6'5", and one of the newest Cape Breton Highlanders. Great guard. 6-foot guard from Silver String, Maryland. Number 5, Deshant Walker. You want to see Deshant Walker shoot the ball. Maybe you notice him in the last game?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the main thing that he has is confidence. He can pull up from anywhere, and he will believe that the ball is going to go in the net, and that's exactly what you need in a shooter.
We haven't seen a buzzer beater in this building in years, and he pulled up at the end of the third quarter in the last game and knocked it down from the NBLC logo on the floor. Beautiful shot. Phillips can't get the next one to go. It's a 2-point game. Deshant Walker across center now. To Reynolds. Reynolds switches with Williams. Williams to Massey. Bringing the ball around the outside. Massey couple moves. He's going to take it right inside. Nice defense by Phillips, but Massey gets his own ball back. I guess that ball touched the rim because I got a fresh clock. Massey going to try and go inside again. Up and around. Ooh, nice play to Jamal Reynolds.
Nice find.
Tenacious offense there to get those points. Good play by Massey to control the ball, get his own rebound there, and feed it to Jamal Reynolds, who loves the inside more than anybody. Daniel Dingle into the game for the St. John Riptide, 6'7" forward from Bronx, New York. And there's Arrington up. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Arrington off the glass and good. Looked like a football there.
Looked like a little one.
Yeah. Tight game, 5:50 remaining in the first period here. Williams there. Deshant Walker now. Bit of a clear out in there. Walker going to take it in, all 6 feet of him. Look at that.
Great handle of the ball to get inside there and create space.
No fear, take it to the rough places, get the baskets.
Exactly.
Jeremiah Morty with the ball. Looking to get someone inside. To Dingle. Puts it on the floor to Bartley. Bartley, ooh, turnaround jumper. Nice shot. Great shot by Frank Bartlett there. 3-point game here. Riptide on top, 18-15. And Cape Breton on offense. There's George Williams. Williams thought about shooting. He feeds it to Deshant Walker. There's Tanner Giddings coming out for some support here. But instead, he's going to shoot, and a rare miss from Deshaun Walker.
The best shooters have the shortest memories. That's what they say.
That's for sure. What a hit from the corner there. Baton Rouge, Louisiana's own, number 15, Frank Bartley. Big three from the corner. Opens up a 5-point lead for the Magic. Bit of rough stuff out there. There's Massey with a good look at it. No, off the rim, no good. George Williams doesn't get called on the foul there, though he came down pretty hard on Bartley's back.
Got to watch that. We've been getting too many early fouls right off the bat.
That's for sure. In and out, no good. Morty for three, but isn't able to make it. Fast break back. Right to Williams. Look at Reynolds doing what he loves to do. Take it to the basket. Where the rough stuff happens, he gets a foul. He'll shoot two. That's Phillips with his, I think, first foul of the game. That's the first foul for the Riptide in this game. Into the game for the St. John Riptide, number 34, Darnell Landon. 6'3" guard from Toronto, Ontario. There's our immediate timeout here. 6'2" guard from Montreal, Quebec, number 12. Kemi Ase is into the game as well. We see number 25, Ronaldo Dixon, a 6'9" forward from Toronto, Ontario. The Canadian presence on the floor right now for the St. John Riptide. Jamal Reynolds to shoot 2 shots on the foul by Phillips. Notice Reynolds? He missed 2. He missed 2. That rarely happens with that fella. Arrington with the ball. Throws back over his shoulder. Dingle, turn around, no good. Boards grabbed by Justin Taylor, who's into the game for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Taylor into Giddings. No, the ball stopped. Good defense by Ronaldo Dixon there to break that play up. Landon slips, takes the ball back. Up top to Arlington, around to Dingle. He feeds it around the corner to Kemi Ase with the ball now. To Landon. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, and the ball is stripped at the last minute. Cape Breton goes the other way with it. Massey looking for some room. The ball on the floor, back out to Tanner Giddings, who's a big man who can shoot off the front of the rim and in!
That's what we want from your big man. You need to be able to hit the mid-range at this point of the game.
Basketball is a changed game. Everyone needs to shoot. Everyone needs to have a hand to be able to shoot from anywhere on the floor. 3-point game now, 21-18. About 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Arrington to Dingle, around to Kemi Ase. Ase thought about taking a look there. Dingle switches, 9 on the shot clock. St. John Riptide using all the clock in this game. Turns around on Taylor, takes it to the baseline, feeds it out. Not sure he's going to get a shot away. No good. Shot clock violation.
Good defense there.
Really good. Forcing them to use the whole shot clock there and getting a low percentage shot, even though he made it off the glass, which was a pretty nice shot. A little too late, though. Shot clock violation, turnover. Jamal Reynolds to Bruce Massey. Massey at the top of the key, gives it to Tanner Giddings, who pulls up and misses that one. That's a defensive board by Daniel Dingle. Takes it the other way, Dingle. Arrington into the corner to, off the rim, no good. Number 34, Darnell Landon tried that three, didn't make it. They feed it inside, but that's a turnover to Cape Breton there. So the Riptide will take the ball the other way. Arrington, couple moves. Up, inside. Body's all over the floor, off the glass, and he's going to shoot 2. Looks like that foul will go to Tanner Giddings, probably. He was in there with his hands on the man.
I think you have to admire Tanner Giddings and him being all over the court. He is rebounding the ball, and on the offensive end, he is setting a lot of screens to get himself.
St. John Riptide with the ball. Brent Arrington across center with it. Movement underneath. Early trying to get open there. He's trying to get the ball, but no room there. And Tanner Giddings again playing beautiful inside defense, but there is Early getting the ball off the glass. No good. Couple tips.
Good defense all around there by the Highlanders.
Nice team D there for Famotimi. Takes the ball. Red pass, spins inside. Sees nice. Doing a call a double dribble there on Jamal Reynolds. Nice no-look pass by Red pass, seeing Jamal Reynolds run the baseline there. Right? Get him underneath the basket.
He can see the floor very, very well.
Yeah, for sure. Arrington now. All the way over to Bartley. Bartley inside to Early. Early backing up on Giddings, over the top of him and off the glass. No good. Jamal Reynolds with the defensive board. Puts it in the hands of Redpath, and there they are in transition. Giddings looking for the ball underneath. Big push from Early. Deshaun Walker.
Physical game right off the bat.
Yes, for sure. Nice play. Giddings to pull up from the top of the circle. Ooh, off the front of the rim, no good. Ball grabbed by Jeremiah Morty, and he goes the other way with it. You're going to take it inside. And that's going to be called a charge. Nice for Redpath to get his feet planted there.
Great positioning by Redpath.
Big ticket back into the game. Number 21, Kenny Jones. Sean Walker to Redpath. Redpath back to Walker's going to pull up for three. Ooh, not much arc on that shot. Hit the corner side of the basket, no good. Morty back the other way now. St. John takes it to the basket. Morty, no good. All kinds of folks underneath there. There's a good fight by Famatimi to get that defensive rebound. And that aggressiveness to try and get that ball results in a foul.
That's what happens when you fight for the rebounds. You'll end up getting those calls.
That's for sure. Massey going to come in and give Deshaun Walker a rest. Number 1, Bruce Massey back into the game. Bruce Massey had 25 points in the win the other night against the league-leading Moncton Magic. An emotional win. And the Highlanders looking to build on that with their 5-4 record. They're second in the Atlantic Division. Massey now looking to get Redpath open. He does. 6 on the shot clock. Redpath can see that from where he is. That's off the front of the rim and no good. Right in the hands of Frank Bartley. Bartley taking the ball the other way. No way. Famutimi.
Good read, good read.
Real good read. Nice pass to Massey inside. Waiting for everyone to get set up. Massey into Kenny Jones. Jones, couple moves. Over his defender. Off the rim and in. Big ticket. At it again inside.
You can always trust on Bruce Massey to make the smart basketball decision.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's so tempting on those fast breaks when you're outnumbered to make a play on the basket instead of waiting for your team to come down there, and that's what he did.
Exactly. Sometimes it's better to wait it out and just wait for a better play.
Morty inside. Morty to Dingle, who knocks a 3 down. Nothing but mesh. Daniel Dingle, 6'7" forward. Big shot for 3. 7:05 remaining in the first half. St. John Riptide 34, Cape Breton Highlanders 32. Jamal Reynolds with the ball. Bruce Massey now. Famatimi runs in around for support. Bit of a clear out inside. Here comes Kenny Jones to lay a bit of a screen. Tried to get it inside to Jones, but he sees Redpath in the corner with a hand in his face. Off the rim, no good. Defensive board grabbed by Brent Arrington. He goes the other way with it. Off the glass, and no, he couldn't make it. Famutimi pulls up. Off the rim, no good. Arrington grabs another D-board and goes the other way with it. Switches with Jeremiah Morty. Morty tries to get inside. We're going to call Aaron Redpath on the foul there.
We're not having a lot of luck on the three-point jump shots today.
No, not yet. It's Cape Breton's third team foul here in the quarter. Jeremiah Morty to inbound into the game. Number 12, Kemi Osse back into the game. He's going to give Jeremiah Morty a rest. Osse will inbound now. Osse. They're going to call Kenny Jones on, pushing him out of bounds. Kenny Jones trying to get the St. John Riptide player a little more familiar with the Cape Breton fans by pushing him into the front row.
Cape Breton hospitality.
That's right.
That's 3 early fouls, though, on Kenny Jones.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep an eye on that. The challenge with Kenny Jones having those fouls is he got Jabari Craig on the bench wearing street clothes because of his ankle. So it's Tanner Giddings and Kenny Jones to take that responsibility inside. Nice defense by Cape Breton, and they go the other way with it. Redpath with an uncontested look. No, he was fouled in the process, and he'll shoot 3. Brent Arrington getting a little aggressive on Aaron Redpath as he shoots the 3. Well, it's all about timing, isn't it, Daniel? When you jump, when you see a defender coming at you, it's that ability to wait for them to get in the air, and then you go up.
Exactly.
And you're drawing the foul that way. Red path. Kling. Knocks it down.
Very, very comfortable at the free throw line.
Oh, yeah. Red path, when he gets hot, he can shoot the lights out. Nothing but mesh there. He hasn't touched the rim yet. That's 2 of them. It's a tie game. 6:04 remaining in the first half. 34-34. And make that Cape Breton lead. Another lead change here. Cape Breton 35. St. John 34. Across center's Arrington now. Big block by Dingle. Gets the ball back. Couple fakes and look. A hand in his face. Nothing but mesh. Nice shot by Daniel Dingle over his defender with a hand in the face to grab the lead back. Massey going to take it right to the basket off the glass, and boom, he's on the floor, and he's meeting the fans there at baseline.
The pick and roll between Jones and Massey has worked out very, very well so far in this game.
No question. Ronaldo Dixon with that foul on Bruce Massey, sending him to the line. That's 16 fouls with 5:37 remaining for St. John Riptide. Every foul after this is bonus for Cape Breton, so we're going to have to be pretty disciplined here to keep Cape Breton off the free throw line. Massey, no question on that one. Massey to shoot his second free throw and tie the game if he can make it. Beauty shot by Massey. Knotted at 37. Riptide in some foul trouble in this second quarter. We're going to have to play disciplined ball here. There's Arrington. He's moving around. Back to Dingle, who hit one from here a moment ago. Dingle, he's going to try it again. Feels good.
Knocks another one down.
Daniel Dingle feeling it from three-point land. The big man showing some shooting skills. Massey knocks it down. You know, back in the day when I watched the NBA as a young man, you'd want the ball in Michael Jordan's hands when it mattered. In this league, you want the ball in Bruce Massey's hands when it matters.
Oh, for sure. I guess on our team, you'd call him reliable because he does not make many mistakes and he will always get the job done.
I call him the mailman because he always delivers. There's Massey. Kenny Jones giving him some help there. Ronaldo Dixon playing the ball. It's tipped out of bounds, and they're going to call Cape Breton ball with 9 on the shot clock. Cape Breton to inbound from the near side of the court to the fans watching at home, the far side from us. Olu Famatimi to inbound. See Bruce Massey resting on the stanchion underneath the basket. Media timeout. Going to dry the floor off a little bit here. The unsung heroes of the basketball world are the guys who dry the sweat so these guys don't slip on the floor. Jones. Lewis McCullough. Massey. Back to McCullough, and they're going to call... Frank Bartley on the foul there. Getting his hands in on Lewis McCullough. And it is bonus time with 4:30 remaining in the first half. Every foul now will be a shooting foul. And there's Massey to the line. I guess he got his hand on Massey there.
Now that we're in bonus, you got to just keep the pace going, up the tempo, and hopefully get through the free throw line as much as possible.
That's exactly right. It pays for aggressive offense and aggressive defense when you're in this bonus situation.
For sure.
Massey, old reliable, knocking them down. He's only shot about 500,000 of those in his life. He knows that range very, very well. Here's Arrington. Arrington puts the ball on the floor to Ronaldo Dixon. Ronaldo Dixon turns up over the top of his defender. Nice play with his... Moved it from his left hand to his right hand and over the top of the defender and good. Massey feeling the three. Nothing but mesh. You can see it in his eyes. Highlanders grab the lead here. You know, you got a feeling when you're the Riptide right now that in the situation they're in, they have to stay aggressive on offense because this Cape Breton team has the ability to put some hard numbers up on the board.
Exactly. I think the ability to go on a run, a 8-0 run, a 9-0 run, really shows the offensive ability of our Cape Breton Highlanders.
And I'm not sure there's any sport, any professional sport, where momentum is the sixth player in this game. If you get momentum, it's almost unstoppable.
It is a game changer. It's a game changer.
That's all right. Massey now. Cape Breton with a 2-point lead, 3:40 remaining in the first half. Kenny Jones, big ticket, turns inside, up off the glass. Oh, too high. No good. Going the other way is Arrington. Arrington over into the corner. Bartlett looks for the three, but he gives it to Kemiase off the rim and no good.
That was a good look for the Riptide, though.
Yes, uncontested three, but he wasn't able to make it go. Kemiase. And there's Redpath taking it inside. Interesting attempt at a pass. He put it on the floor inside behind the defender to Kenny Jones. Kenny Jones just couldn't collect that up. Wasn't enough room between him and the baseline.
He was going for the highlight reel.
For sure. Ronaldo Dixon puts the ball in the hands of Dingle. Bartlett. We're going to see a step out of bounds foul here. Oh, there was a hold there. Olu Famatimi with that foul. There's a hold over here on the right side, away from the ball.
Highlanders coach seems upset at that call.
There's no question that Coach Bernardo Fitzgonzalez has no patience for no discipline, I'll tell you. Bartley trying to do it all by himself, but he ran into two tall trees in there. Oh, that Redpath off the glass. Beautiful.
Very strong finish for Redpath.
Really nice finish there. Little down-court pressure by Cape Breton. Nice play by Massey. What a read by Massey. But it goes the other way, and look at this. Little lay-in by Kemiase there. The ball changed hands a couple times there. Riptide finish. Aaron Redpath, 2:28 on the game clock. Famatimi to McCullough. McCullough to Redpath. Brent Arrington working on him. Redpath going to move inside and shoot him. Oh, nice play to Kenny Jones.
Fine.
Nobody there. Nobody protecting Jones there. He goes off the glass and good.
That shows that playmakers know that patience is key.
That's it. Patience, patience. Dingle. Dingle switches with Bartley, who's going to shoot a three. He's got nice range today. Leading scorer for the Riptide, Frank Bartley, with a big three, an important three, to make it a 1-point game with 1:47 remaining. McCullough now for Cape Breton. He's going to shoot a three himself, feeling it. Big high arc. What an arc. Over the moon.
Very high shot there.
All arc McCullough.
Tickled
knocking it down. Arrington. Good close game here. As we come to the end of the first half, they're going to call Kenny Jones on that foul. That'll be his fourth. Going to call a little bit of roughing there. That seemed like a light foul there. Bartley going to take a seat into the game. Darnell Landon back into the game for the Riptide, number 34. Kenny Jones in some serious foul trouble here now. Looks like Tanner Giddings going to give him a rest.
Also very upset at that last call.
No question he's upset. Got to watch, though. We got some sensitive gray shirts in the building. They don't mind handing out technicals. They don't mind it at all. I must say the referees have done a great job in this game so far. It's a thankless job, to be sure. There's Arrington running in. Look at that. Beautiful little layover there. He fooled the defenders one way, went to the left, and laid it in with his right hand. Uncontested off the glass and good.
Very nice Euro step.
2-point game. 51-49. Cape Breton in the lead. 1:05 remaining. Inside to Giddings. Giddings out to Famatimi. Thought about shooting there. Backs off. Whoa, what a... The eyes
nice
on Olu
find.
Famatimi to see Massey running the seam pattern right into the paint.
You got to applaud Massey on that, too, because he knew exactly where to be to find that pass.
The big open hole there under the hoop. Bucket for Massey. Beautiful play. Big assist for Olu Famatimi there. And there's a nice putback by Kemiase, I think. And it was. Massey going to take this game. 33 seconds remaining. Redpath from the corner for three. In and out, no good. Arrington grabs the defensive board, goes the other way with it. Little fake by Ronaldo Dixon. Ase running in, off the glass, no good. 18 seconds left. Ball in the hands of Massey. They're going to hold this up here for the last shot. last shot of the quarter coming up. Bruce Massey across center with taking himself. Off the glass, no good. Goes the other way. 1 second on the shot clock. Landon. Oh, almost a buzzer beater. Morty to inbound. Morty puts it on the floor to Arrington. Arrington way up high. To Early. Early switches with Morty. Morty cuts inside, takes it to the basket. Up. Nice patience.
Tough finish there.
And beautiful finish. To tie the game up to start the third period.
Now, interesting choice by the coach to put Jones back out this early in the game.
That's right. He comes right back at it with the big ticket, even though he's in some foul trouble. Arrington here with the ball. Jones out to deal with him. There's Early with a look for three. Doesn't look good, though. That is a air ball.
And he's hearing it from the crowd.
He is hearing it from the crowd, for sure. Yeah, he was way out here by the National Basketball League of Canada logo on the floor, and he came up well short. Bruce Massey now, the captain. Jones lays a nice screen, heads inside. McCullough from the corner. Nothing but mesh. What a shot. Well, boy, if Louis McCullough gets hot, he's a threat inside, and he's a heck of a shooter. Arrington now, couple moves on Massey, takes it inside, puts it on the floor to Big Phillips. He puts it off the glass and in.
That has been their bread and butter all game.
Yes, absolutely. Good play by Riptide there to get that basket. Red path now. Massey. Hands off to Massey and runs the floor. Kenny Jones outside. He likes to look too. Couple moves, turn around back, gives it back to Massey, pulls up for two. Off the side of the rim, no good. Frank Bartley with the defensive board, and he takes it right to the hole. Sees a lane, gets fouled going there, won't go. He'll shoot two. They're going to give that foul to number 13, George Williams, sending the leading scorer in the game to the free throw line, Frank Bartlett.
Now, even though he missed on that last possession, you got to admire the fact that we have a big man that can put the ball on the floor and pass the ball out to an open man.
That's no question of that. Coach Fitzgonzalez, I'm sure in the dressing room on this half, as you may have heard him when I interviewed him, he talked about his disappointment with the defensive responsibilities and the looks that these guys were getting. Like you said, Daniel Dingle with 100% from the three-point range. No hands in his face. He had a couple of uncontested looks there, and I know Coach Gonzalez doesn't like to see that. So he usually makes some fantastic adjustments at halftime. Let's see if he did it here. And there's Kenny Jones.
Coming off a hard screen, too, to free himself open.
Big time. Jones, an offensive presence. Arrington in trouble. Bartlett inside. Big Phillips. Oh, McCullough going to wrestle that ball from him. They're going to call that. No, they're going to call a foul to Louis McCullough. And down in the corner, one of the referees called a jump ball. One of the referees called a foul.
It was a mixed match call on that. Ref Callahan called a jump ball on that.
But I think it was Paul Hansen who saw the foul there. So referee always wins. Brent Arrington in the corner. Bartley almost makes it. Good offensive board there by Early. Puts it up, and they're going to give another foul. That's a pair of fouls right quick to Louis McCullough here in the third quarter.
The referees are playing a consistently very tight game, not letting them wrestle or fight for loose balls at all.
No, it's a different look, from the referees this game. The last game was wasn't anything like this. There was a lot of physical play that was allowed to happen, and, you got to let a little bit of that. You got to let a little bit of that happen. Create the intensity in the game now.
Well, that's basketball. I mean, as a lot of people say, it's not, but it is a contact sport. And a lot of these guys go up, and sometimes they don't get the call, and sometimes they do. Great refs, though, they can set a boundary, whether that be a tight game or a loose game. It's about consistency.
Just like the strike zone in baseball. Everybody has a different one. Nice shot by Aaron Redpath for three. Putting the Highlanders back on top, 61-58. 9:20 remaining in the third period. Arrington with the ball now for St. John. Arrington gets it to Early. Early turns around on McCullough. Off the glass, no good. Rebound by Early. Grabs his own, puts it in. Nice Tenacious offense by Chris Early,
Great
6'7"
hustle.
forward from Huntington, West Virginia. Redpath now for Massey. Sets a screen. McCullough creates some room. Massey for three. Lights out.
Oh, reliable. Hitting another
Reliable.
deep three.
If the game's on the line, you want the ball in the hands of Bruce Massey if you're the Cape Breton Highlanders. Look at that. Clean lane jam. Brent Arrington, big jam. To keep the game tight. 64-62, Cape Breton. Redpath finds Jones. Jones going to go inside. Up, skyhook over, and in and out. Whoa. No good. Rebound by Bartley. He takes it the other way. He's going to run the floor, puts it off his foot. But no call there. Early inside, up, around, and nice play. Looked like a football there. Looked like he kicked it to the other guy, but that's all right. They didn't call it. Redpath. Lewis McCullough. Redpath inside. McCullough to Kenny Jones. Jones to Redpath. Creating a little space. 10 on the shot clock. Redpath, couple moves on Early. Cuts to the baseline. And he's driven out of bounds. We're going to call Chris Early on the push out of bounds on Redpath. 6 on the shot clock. Tanner Giddings into the game for Cape Breton, as well as Jamal Reynolds, giving Kenny Jones a rest. George Williams to inbound from the offensive baseline. Finds Redpath, pulls up right away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound grab by Jeremiah Morty. Goes the other way with it, gives it to Early. Early takes it to the basket. He's fouled going there. Basket counts, and he'll shoot bonus. Bruce Massey with the foul. Chris Early to the line to shoot bonus. 7:45 remaining in the game. Riptide up by 2. A lot of lead changes in this game, Daniel.
Oh, yeah, it's been a back-and-forth game all afternoon.
Off the front of the rim, no good. Phillips grabs the offensive board and wrestle for it. It's jump ball. Let's see where the arrow's going. Arrow goes to Cape Breton.
If you're the Highlanders, you need those rebounds after a free throw.
Yeah, absolutely. Cape Breton with some work to do here. Tanner Giddings with the ball. Switches with Reynolds. Reynolds going to send Massey running. Reynolds cuts inside, gets it over to George Williams with a look with a hand in his face. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Chris Early for the Riptide. Gives it to Morta. Jeremiah Morty gives it to Arrington now. Way up high, Arrington. Puts the ball to Phillips. He takes it to the basket. No, he can't do it. Looks like a travel there, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul to Jamal Reynolds there, and that'll send 6'8" center, number 32, Randy Phillips, to the line to shoot 2.
Phillips has been to the free throw line quite a bit tonight.
He's lived here. He should pay rent at the free throw line in this game. Fans getting on it. Seems to work.
One from 2 from the stripe. Good screen by Giddings. Randy Phillips
Is on
down
the
for
floor.
the count.
Looks like he took a finger in the eye here. In a considerable pain. Physiotherapist Kyle Bursey out to the floor to assist Phillips. It would be easy to suggest that St. Ched Riptide can't afford to lose Randy Phillips.
Oh, yeah, he has been their offensive presence down low. If they got stuck and they needed a basket down low, they would dish it inside. He's been an absolute bully.
Ronaldo Dixon's going to come in and give him a rest, and looks like Randy Phillips is going to be all right, coming over to the sidelines here. think Randy Phillips is okay. He'll just take a rest on the bench and collect himself. St. John with possession and a 3-point lead with 6:55 remaining in the third quarter. Brent Arrington quarterbacking this offensive drive. Massey playing good D on him. Tight D. Forcing out a nice play. Great defense by Cape Breton there. Pressure all around. Goaltending. That basket counts. Just a little thing. You're not allowed to put your hand up through the basket and keep the ball out.
Well, you got to hand it to him, goaltending or not. He did get up there on that.
No question. Arrington to Ronaldo Dixon. Gives it to Bartley. Bartley runs the baseline. Off the glass and good. Saw an opening and took it to the hole and made it.
Bartley has been on his game tonight.
No question. Riptide with a 3-point lead, 69-66. Just slightly over 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Williams with the ball behind his back. Reynolds now. Reynolds taking it to the basket off the glass and no good. Giddings with the offensive board. Gets a fresh clock. Pitch over to Williams. Jeremiah Morty with the rejection. Sends the ball out of bounds in a...
Or maybe a little bit more shooting.
Yes.
Something that they haven't really been able to hit in the third quarter so far.
Yeah, that's right. Redpath. Inside.
Denied.
Good defense by Riptide. Arrington goes the other way with it, and it's touched off of a Highlander, and that'll be Riptide ball on the baseline. Deshaun Walker into the game for Aaron Redpath. Arrington inbounds. Looks like Ronaldo Dixon. Dixon off the glass, no good. There's Tanner Giddings with the big hands in there. More. Oh, we're going to see a foul here.
Now, it must feel nice for Coach Gonzalez to sub out Redpath and then have a fresh-legged Walker come in the game to up the tempo even more than it already is and bring some jump shooting that you won't even really lose because you're subbing out Redpath, but then Walker is such a good jump shooter.
Lights out, hot shooter, yeah. Good, great point guard. Bruce Massey picked up that foul. It wasn't a shooting foul, so although the Highlanders have 16 fouls, everything will be bonus after this with the remaining 5.5 minutes of this quarter. Dingle with a couple moves. Inside to Dixon, off the glass. He'll shoot two. Looks like the foul will probably go to Tanner Giddings. Nope. Jamal Reynolds picks up that foul.
Reynolds pleading for a jump ball. Paul Hansen is hearing none of it. Dixon hits the first one.
6'9" forward from Toronto, Ontario. Number 25, Ronaldo Dixon. He makes his two. Extends the lead to 5. Number 5, Deshaun Walker with the ball now. Relatively new Cape Breton Highlander. Silver Spring, Maryland native.
Massey,
6 foot guard.
Jump mid-range.
Massey, beautiful. Arrington across center. Walker working on him. Dingle with the screen, moves inside. Kemi Ose with the ball now. Ose, wow, what the eyes by Famutimi. And they're going to call a foul on Daniel Dingle there. Good eyes by Famutimi picking off that pass. Reynolds inbound to Walker. Walker across center. He's going to send Famutimi. Famutimi's going to come around, pick up the ball. Walker runs the floor. He'll come back, get possession. 10 on the shot clock. Walker inside, gives it to Tanner Giddings, who looks like it's short, right in the hands of Ose with the defensive board. He goes the other way with it. Dingle, slippery hands, but he gets the ball back. Dingle, Deshaun Walker holding his ground on Dingle. Nice pickoff. That's a second steal by Famutimi. Gives it right back to Ose and back across center. Bartlett with the ball. He's going to run down. Ooh, everybody's got sloppy hands right now. Famotini's going to take this ball. He's going to take it in and lay it. Oh, it won't go, but look at Jamal Reynolds with the putback. Back to a 1-point game.
That's why you always run the floor, even on an open layup.
That's right. St. John Riptide fans will be happy to know that number 32 Randy Phillips is ready to sub into this game. What a nice play by Daniel Dingle there. He gets the ball back. Dingle with some tenacious offense off the front of the rim, no good. Ball in the hands of Ronaldo Dixon, picks it up. Hartley for three, off the rim, no good. There's Tanner Giddings with his defensive board. He tries to make a pass. Kemi Ase with some down-court pressure on there. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Full team change here for the Riptide, pretty near. Breton. Excuse me. Arrington and Bartley back in the game for St. John. Okay, Breton got to get a play away here. Right into Reynolds. Look for Reynolds to take it to the hole, but no, he'll pull up for a three. And finds it!
Splash.
You normally see Jamal Reynolds take that ball to the hole and draw a foul, but he felt it there. He was feeling the three, and he knocks it down. Big bucket for Cape Breton.
We needed that one for sure. And Bartley with the tough three-pointer. Hands all over him.
Go in. Oh, no. Deshaun Walker taking it to the rough area, getting fouled. And he'll shoot two. That three by Reynolds may be the game changer. We shall see. Deshaun Walker to shoot two. Short. He makes the second one. 2-point game. Cape Breton 79, Riptide 77. 9:50 remaining. Inside to Phillips. Phillips gets a little shove. I think they're going to call Tanner Giddings on a bit of a shove there, number 32. That's only the first foul for the Highlanders here in the fourth quarter.
They're going to keep giving it to Phillips inside. If it's not broke, you don't have to fix it.
That's for sure. That's their bread and butter in there. Up over the top of everyone there. Giddings with the rebound. No shot. They're going to call Tanner Giddings on another foul there. Over the top of Phillips. They didn't count the basket, so Randy Phillips will shoot two. No, they're going to inbound. It looked like a scoring play. I'm surprised it's not a free throw.
Looking for Phillips again.
Inbound to Phillips again. Phillips way out to Arrington. Brent Arrington. Cross to Early. Chris Early pulls up a deuce and no good. Phillips right there with the putback.
Another board
the big
and
man.
2 points for Phillips.
Making his presence known under the basket. Deshaun Walker now. Walker looking for some room. None. Takes it inside. Picked off by Jeremiah Morty. Morty takes it to the basket. He's fouled going there. He'll shoot two. 9:07 remaining. 79-79. With 6'3" guard Jeremiah Morty to the line to shoot two.
Coach making some substitutions early in the fourth quarter.
Olufamatimi out and Aaron Redpath in. This is clutch. This is an important time of the game right now, Daniel. 9 minutes remaining. Knotted.
That's why Jones is in with his high amount of fouls.
That's correct. Morty's good on the first one. No good. In and out. Reynolds grabs the defensive board. Cape Breton's back on offense. Fans doing a nice job giving the gears to these guys shooting free throws. No question of that. Tough home crowd here for Cape Breton. Right inside to Redpath, who's going to pull up over his defender and find it.
He comes on the floor and he just makes stuff happen. That's the great thing about Redpath.
Beautiful play there. Arrington shakes off his defender, pulls up and shoots. Nothing but mesh for 3. Big play by Arrington.
Very long step back there.
Reynolds now. Redpath. A lot of interrupted passes in this game. Massey.
Oh, Phillips with his hands
Phillips
all over Jones.
Yeah, a lot of guys on the floor under there. Be careful. Massey getting up late there. Oh, nice. All kinds of hands everywhere, but there's Bartley coming up with the ball. Chris Early. He wants it back. He wants it back. Redpath. Fly paper defense on. Uh-oh, here we go. Phillips on Kenny Jones. He's got to be careful there. Off the rim, no good. Everybody
Good
batting
defense.
it around. Jeremiah Morty pitches over to Bartley. And some rough stuff in the middle of the court. What's the call here? Now we've got some upset folks here. Chris Early and Bruce Massey exchanging holiday greetings under the basket.
And Massey doesn't get upset like very often, so something must have upset him a lot.
Coach Gonzalez telling the referees that they've created the situation here.
We don't like to see that in basketball, but you got to give it to Jones. As soon as his guard was in trouble there and getting shoved a little bit, he stepped in to protect him. That's what you got to love from your big man.
Absolutely. Now we'll see what the referees, how they sort this mess out here. Here comes referee Paul Hansen. There's going to be a foul on Chris Early. A technical foul on Aaron Redpath. And that's all. So there'll be shooting here. There'll be a technical foul. Referee Paul Hansen explaining to Coach Nelson Tirado and Coach Bernardo Fitzgonzalez the situation here. I think Nelson Tirado thought there was a 3 there, but the referees have wiped that one out. They've given a foul to Chris Early for the St. John Riptide and a technical foul to Aaron Redpath. Somebody's going to shoot here somewhere.
It seemed like Coach Gonzalez, he was very upset that it was escalated that far.
This game has stopped. This game has come to a screeching halt with explanations all over the place. Brian States now explaining to everyone, Coach. Okay, referees are going to have a huddle here to try to sort this out. They're claiming, the referees, that 3-pointer counted. Nelson Tirado won that argument because the score is now 86-81 for St. John. And now they've decided it's no score, so they'll erase that 3 points off the board. So it'll be a 2-point game again. Now Nelson Tirado is on the edge of getting a technical here with his screaming. Can pull back here, and we could actually go back and take a look at that replay to see if that ball went in. I can't do it myself from here, but looks like they got it sorted out. And as usual, no one is happy.
There's always going to be one person more unhappy than the rest, though.
And we're back to basketball action. Enough negotiation. Let's play ball here. Ball's in the hand of Deshaun Walker out to Aaron Redpath. Kemi Osse working on him. 12 on the shot clock. Redpath going to take it in himself. Loses the ball on his feet. Kenny Jones. And they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing in the way of the St. John Riptide, so Riptide will take possession with 5 on the shot clock.
You got to wonder if that little exchange is going to ignite a fire in one of these teams.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too many pleasantries here for the rest of this match. 7 minutes and 30 seconds of bump and grind coming up here. Referees are on the edge of losing control of this game. 5 on the shot clock. Cape Breton to inbound. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound by Big Ticket off the goal, no good. Kemi Ase comes up with the defensive board. And they're back the other way. Ase. Ase waiting for... What are we calling here now? We're going to call a foul on Jamal Reynolds. So Jamal Reynolds takes a foul. That's Cape Breton's 4th team foul. St. John Riptide retained possession under the offensive bucket.
I think this is just the ref's way of trying to gain control back of this game.
That's right. Chris Early fakes the 3, cuts inside, pulls up for 2. Hand was interrupted there. All kinds of white shirts grabbed that ball. Kenny Jones came up with that defensive board, gives it to Massey. Reynolds going to run in, put it off the glass. And they're going to call a charge. Defender was planted. That's a charge. Daniel Dingle back into the game for the Riptide. Give Chris Early a break. 7 minutes remaining in this game. 83-81. Riptide. George Williams steps back in for Cape Breton, giving the oft-fouled Jamal Reynolds a rest. Brent Arrington with the ball for St. John. Daniel Dingle switches with Jeremiah Morty. Morty back to Dingle. 8 on the shot clock. Dingle pulls back, fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound by Deshaun Walker. Cape Breton on offense. Jones out messing with Phillips. Inside to Jones. Big ticket up and no good. He'll shoot 2.
A grit and grind game. Those free throws are going to help us out a lot.
Thanks to our YouTube viewer for correcting me. Am I calling his name Taroba? Nelson Taroba. Sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly. Kenny Jones to the line now to shoot 2. Kentucky State University's youngest ever player inducted into the Hall of Fame, number 21, Kenny Jones, is good for this first one. Jones is good when both his throws. Into the game. Bartley's back into the game here.
The leading scorer
Frank
for
Bartley.
the Riptide.
That's right. Giving Jeremiah Morty a rest. Riptide back on offense. Tie game. 6:20 remaining. Benny. Arrington, spin move off the glass. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. George Williams picks up another foul, sending Brent Arrington to the free throw line to shoot 2. Arrington makes the first one. Arrington makes the second one. Riptide up by 2. Just about 6 minutes remaining in this game. Walker inside to the basket and good. And shoot the bar.
You can't name very many people quicker on a basketball court than Deshaun Walker.
And slippery. Got great moves. His lateral movement, he can change direction like it's amazing. And he's got such a nice touch. Highlanders 86, Riptide 85.
What do you know? Another lead change.
Yeah, really. Kemiose across center for the St. John Riptide. A lot of movement underneath now. Everyone clears out. Ose having trouble. 10 on the shot clock. Arrington. Dingle, free look. No good, off the rim. All kinds of hands in there. Great play by Deshaun Walker to tip that ball to the player. Got to give an assist to Walker there on that. As he's falling away, he kind of batted the ball to create the defensive rebound. Goes up the other way, kind of lofts an air ball there. Straight into the hands of Brent Arrington. Arrington cuts inside, waits for a Jones to go up, and played no good. Great. There's a technical foul on Coach Nelson Taroba. Coach Taroba getting under referee Paul Hansen's skin, gives him a technical foul. Massey to shoot the technical. That'll be possession too. Oh,
what a rare miss.
Yes, there's a lot of Yuletide spirit on the court tonight. If you consider angry, aggressive basketball Yuletide spirit, that's what we have here. Media timeout. Highlanders up by 1. Redpath, Walker, Jones, Williams, and Bruce Massey. Deshaun Walker across center gives it to Williams. Williams looking for some room. Almost had his pocket pick. Takes it right down off the glass and good. Nice play by George Williams to extend the lead to 3. Arrington now. Kenny Jones out to cut him off. Dingle in the corner. Ronaldo Dixon takes it to the basket off the glass and fouled by George Williams.
Didn't look like a lot of contact there.
No, that's right. Williams doesn't know what he did. He just had his hands up, so he's explaining to the referee.
Ref as well.
Yeah, that's right. He's not going to have any luck with that explanation, but it's nice to get it in anyway. There's only 3 guys out there with whistles. Morty to shoot 2. Good on the first one. And he makes both of them. Back to a 1-point game. 4:50 remaining. Walker across center. Williams, last guy to score a basket for Cape Breton. Williams.
Very strong battle going on down low.
Redpath can't pull the trigger and hold on to that ball. It went out of bounds, so that's a turnover by Cape Breton. So St. John will go back on offense here with a chance to flip the lead around again. Dingle to Arrington. The hot hand of Bartley with the ball now. Gives it to Morty. Turns. Shoots over his defender. Off the glass. No good. Ball tipped out to Massey. Puts it on the floor to Redpath. In transition. What
nice acrobatic finish.
That's Redpath protecting the ball and releasing it once the defender's hands are out of the way. Off the glass and good. Great play by Aaron Redpath to extend the lead to 3. It's 90-87. Bartley with the ball now. I think he's going to shoot it. He does. It doesn't look good, though. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Ronaldo Dixon. Arrington fakes the 3, cuts into the paint, puts it up, and knocks it down.
The tension on the court, you can still feel it.
It certainly is. There's certainly a great deal of tension in this game. Massey over the defender. Makes it. It's good!
One three-pointer.
And he's fouled by Ronaldo Dixon. Chance for a 4-point play.
You got to admire that shot by Bruce Massey. Like we said earlier, when the game comes down to it, you want the ball in his hands.
No question. Well, Mr. Reliable, Bruce Massey, with a hand in his face and a foul on his body, knocks down the 3, nothing but mesh. Chance to make a 4-point play. I got a feeling Mr. Clutch is going to pull it out here. I got to say, though, Daniel, St. John Riptide have played better than their record shows in this game. They've come out, they showed a lot of heart here in a game that's been chippy with a lot of fouls, not a lot of momentum. They have they've shot the lights out, and they've kept themselves in this game.
Oh, well, they just worked. They just worked very, very hard. They competed, and they are still competing to the last buzzer.
No question. Massey makes it 4. 94-89. That's a 5-point lead. Time for some defense now. St. John need to make a few buckets here. Morty cuts inside, shoulder to Walker. Puts it up off the glass. What a nice play. Morty, that was an important basket
that was a very tough play, and they needed a basket.
Massey cuts around, puts it on the floor to Jones. Jones up off the glass, no good. Tries to get his own rebound, but his pocket's picked by Arrington going the other way. Walker's going to take a foul there. And that'll be a shooting foul. Everybody's shooting now. Did you say it was a smart foul?
That was a smart foul.
Right.
Slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah.
No fast break points.
Good point. There are such things as good fouls. Baltimore, Maryland's own 6'3" guard, number 4, Brent Arrington, makes the first one. Makes it a 2-point game, 94-92, 3:18 remaining. And Arrington with another free throw to go here. It's all good. Deshaun Walker now to Williams. Jones. Jones gives it to Redpath, pulls up, knocks down the three.
What a shot by Redpath. And he wants a foul, too. He thought he was hit on that play.
Yeah, he did. Whoa, Arrington with some fancy moves inside. Nice spinorama. Good play by Arrington. But when you're exchanging baskets and you hit a three, out of bounds, Phillips. Good attempt by Randy Phillips to keep that ball in. I got to say, Daniel, he came pretty close to you there.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing he
got to duck out of the
if
way.
he had a flipped when he should have flopped, he might have ended up in your lap. Possession, Highlanders. George inbounds, Williams inbounds to Deshaun Walker. Brings it across center. 11 on the shot clock. Walker pulls up. Nothing but mesh. Walker to extend the lead to 4, 99-95. 2:23 remaining in the game.
Coach Gonzalez is going all offense with this lineup right now.
That's for sure. Morty takes it to the hard place, gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2. They're going to call it, I think, on Deshaun Walker here. No, they're going to give it to Bruce Massey. Massey's third personal foul. Sending 6'3" guard. Number 23, Jeremiah Morty, to shoot 2. Crucial baskets right now at this point in time in the game. Fans get on him, doesn't bother him. He knocks the first one down. And he's good on both. They're important free throws.
Back to a 2-point game.
Exactly. These fans have been treated to a nice close game here today. Massey inside to Jones. Jones gets the ball stripped from him. Bartley goes the other way with it. In transition, off the glass and in. Tie game. 99-99. Some downcourt pressure here from St. John. They back off. Walker's got the ball. Walker to Williams. Williams back to Kenny Jones. Jones up off the glass, and it's good. They're going to call a charge on Kenny Jones. That'll be his 5th foul. The defender had his feet planted there. Jones took it to the hole, and that's his 5th personal. Arrington to Morty. Morty cuts inside in a tie game, puts it up off the glass, no good. Big Phillips with the rebound, but there's Deshaun Walker. And he was fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Jeremiah Morty fouled him, sending Deshaun Walker to the free throw line.
That's a great person to have on the free throw line this late in the game, too.
Here, here. One of the purest shooters you'll ever see, Deshaun Walker, will step to the line to shoot 2. In a tie game, 99-99, 132 remaining. He's feeling it. There's 100 points. Cape Breton put 114 up against the Moncton Magic. They've got 100 points here on St. John. A clutch pair by Deshaun Walker.
Very smooth, very smooth.
Well, this is the kind of game you want as a fan. You want it nice and close. Morty gets a nice screen and roll there from Williams. He goes inside, loses the handle, 10 on the shot clock. There's Bartlett from the corner, nothing but 3. Nothing but mesh. Lead change again. Massey with 1:13 remaining in the game leaves it for Walker. They need a bucket, they need a stop. Walker to Williams. Williams going to run it in himself. Puts it up, no good. They're going to call that St. John ball.
It was a good, strong rebound, though, by Jones.
It was. 59 seconds remaining.
Time out by St. John's.
St. John.
I think if you're the Highlanders, you got to watch out for the post up for Phillips down low.
Indeed. Arrington across center. Randy Phillips underneath with big eyes, looking for the ball. Comes out for a screen and head to the net. And he does, but he didn't get time to pass it to him there. Cross to Daniel Dingle, puts it into... Oh, nice defense. Phillips comes up with it. Ball stripped. Cape Breton possession. 32 on the game clock. Cape Breton going to slow this down and bring it across center. That's step 1. They needed to stop. They got it.
Now they need to score, and you do
Kenny
not
Jones
need
almost
here.
had his pocket picked there. Gives it to Massey. 20 on the game clock. 7 on the shot clock. Massey going to take it inside. And he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 with 16.3 on the clock. Bruce Massey's foul, taking it to the basket.
And like we've been saying all game, there is nobody you would want on the free throw line this late in the game other than Bruce Massey.
Here it is. There's lots of time left with 16.3. Tanner Giddings steps in and gives Kenny Jones a rest here to end the game. Giddings got the height advantage on Randy Phillips. It's probably important to have him there. He's going to need him at the other end of the floor here in a minute. Massey with a chance to tie, then a chance to win. Need that first one. 16.3 remaining. Pure gold.
Nothing but net.
102-102.
Coach Gonzalez pleading to the Highlanders about no fouls after this shot.
Massey's gold. He makes 2. Cape Breton takes the lead. 103-102. Another timeout for St. John. They're dying for a win. Dying for a win. Let's see what they can do here. Morty to inbound, right to Dingle. Back to Morty. Morty. No room. Tanner Giddings way out on him. Morty runs the floor on him. Off the left. What a rejection by Bruce Massey. What a play by Massey. And it's other way. And there's Deshaun Walker for the slam and the game on his hand.
What a great defensive play by Bruce Massey. The game was on the line. And oh, reliable.
Well, Captain Bruce Massey makes what I consider the block of the season right there.
Oh, that was a monumental block. So they're not counting the layup that was made. They're counting the foul that was given to Williams on the half court. They
It was loud
fouled
in here. We didn't
intentionally.
hear the whistle, but they didn't give the basket.
And he
Williams.
gets the first free throw.
104, 102, 3.2 seconds remaining in the game. Every Highlander on their feet on the bench. Beautiful. And a timeout, St. John. And anyone who wants to come to the game. 3.2 remaining. Morty to inbound. Right to Dingle. He gets one away. Off the rim, no good. And that's the game, folks. Cape Breton Highlanders 105. St. John Riptide 102.